Hello guys, welcome to the next video. In this video we will be discussing why a student should read the research paper. As you all know, currently I am studying computer science at Swinburne University of Technology, and through my first semester I have realized that it is quite important to read the research paper which are already published in about whatever topic you are reading. Like if you are studying compilers for like C or C++ language, then you should be reading some of the research papers that have led to this compiler. Either you study like usually people use GCC compiler for compiling C or C++ languages. Uh, what I believe is that a person should be studying the research papers which have led to the development of this GCC compiler. That's why I'm gonna start a series of videos which we will be calling research talks. In these series of videos, I will be discussing the research papers which I find quite relevant to the computer science, so that the students can have a brief idea about whatever things they are studying at their college or university, um, from where those things have arisen, and how this research work have led to the development of GCC compiler, which is a real world thing. Okay, so the basic thing that I just want to communicate to you is read the books, which are quite helpful for knowing, for exploring any kind of topic. But you should be also be looking at the research papers that are relevant to it. So learning should be like what I believe or how I learn the things. I learn the things in this way. Learning for me is go to lectures, whatever lectures you have at your college or university, read books, and the third, and which I find most important, is read papers which no student are doing. I believe that only PhDs or master students read the research papers, but what I strongly want students to learn is how to read the research papers and how to draw certain conclusions from the research papers, so that we can learn about whatever in the real world is there, how these things have come along from the research projects, like multics, like Unix, like Linux. How Linux developed, no one knows that. How Linux developed, what are the research, what are the failures, what are the successes that have occurred in the journey. We should be knowing about that. How Windows developed, what is the research work that is involved in its development. That's also a big question. How ISA, standard architecture, standard architecture for Intel standard architecture. It's Intel standard architecture. How these things developed, how Intel developed a standard architecture, how IBM developed its own standard architecture for computer design, how Qualcomm developed its chips. What are the researchers who are working over there? These should be quite important points that a student should learn. Now, why I am discussing this? Because I am quite passionate about the research in the field of computer science. Currently, I am looking at a number of research papers which I want to share with you guys as well, so that you can also get a good idea about how the things in the real worlds have come from the research work that different peoples have put together. Like for example, consider computer architecture. In computer architecture, we have a standard architecture design. Now, this standard architecture, how has this come? A number of people have put together their research work, which is led to this thing. Even now, there are a lot of people who are working in this field whose work is also getting added to this. This is quite important to understand. Now, in order to understand ISA, we should be starting from first research paper and go up till whatever thing is today. whatever research paper, is the latest research paper available in this field, so as to grab the complete idea about the computer architecture. Now, like most of people nowadays are focusing on jobs that if I know C, C++, Java, or even Python, I will be able to get a job. That's true, but if you want to get an in-depth knowledge, you want to do some research in the field, you want to design some compilers, you want to design some Python new packages, libraries. In order to do that kind of stuff, you need to read the research papers. As for me, I am quite passionate about the research, and in the future I want to even do a PhD in computer science, maybe in machine learning. So that's why I focus more on the research papers. So let's come to the point, come to the conclusion of this video. In this video, I will be discussing the research papers which I am currently reading, so that you guys can also get a good idea about the how the research things, how the research papers are work, and how different research articles led to the development of the real products. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and comment on this video. If you want to get specific information about any research paper, please comment on it. I would try to make a video on that as well. Apart from that, I will be making a series of videos on that. So for that, stay tuned, and please keep an eye on Research Talks playlist in my channel. Thank you for watching.